Hi everyone, it's Isaac here, back with another video. Today's video is another requested video, so I figured I would do it. And I I think I have five basic tips to improve your account on Nitro Type, and this can go for beginners, this can go for experienced people. It's going to help beginners a little bit more than it will experienced people, but I think these can be helpful. This was, like I said, one of the requested videos in the section where I asked you guys on a Google forum what videos you want me to make. We're going to get right into it. That is daily improvement. Now that doesn't just mean racing every day, and we'll get to that in a bit, but yes, race if you can, race every day. You're going to have a lot more consistent results that way. You're going to probably improve a lot more. I find that when I'm racing and I race daily, I improve a lot more and I type a lot faster than if I were to race maybe every other day or every 3 days or whatever it is. Obviously, I'm busy with school and Scholastic Bowl and sports and pet band and all that fun stuff that I'm signed up for this year. And in a few months, it'll be track, which is every single day practice except for weekends, which is nice because sometimes we had practice on weekends last year. But we don't this year, which is nice. So if you're busy, don't push it. But if you actually do have the time, I recommend racing every day, at least 30 times a day. Is what I find to be the most helpful. You can probably get away with 20, but if you have the time, maybe 30 a day. I do 110 a day. I know that may seem like an odd number, but I did 100 a day, and I'm like, you know what? I want to start doing more than 100 a day. So I do 55 on a school day. I do 55 when I get home from school, which I got home from school a little over an hour ago, and then I do 55 after dinner, and then I make a video, and then I'm done. Today I'm making my video now because I actually have time. Started racing a little earlier than normal. But yeah, that's the first thing. Daily improvement. Just continue to race. The other thing, pick something and try to improve on it daily. That kind of goes with the first point. It's kind of going to lead us into our second point. But yeah, have an improvement mindset on something, maybe just focus on accuracy. That's what I do. It helps me get my racing done a lot faster. Because the more accurate I am, typically the faster I type. You do have to find a balance. If you're not a super accurate typist, typically typing at a super high accuracy, you'll be typing a lot slower. So that's something to keep in mind. But just, focusing on something to improve. And this kind of leads us into our next category, and this is your growth mindset. Some people will complain that they're stuck at 8 words per minute for a very long amount of time. And that can happen sometimes. Maybe you need to change up your typing form. Maybe you need to improve accuracy. Maybe you need to, readjust your keyboard. I don't know what you need to do. Maybe invest in a mechanical keyboard with all key rollover, because sometimes a lot of really cheap membrane keyboards, like you saw in my one video, if you saw that one video where I compared a cheap and an expensive keyboard, the cheap one had issues where if I typed too fast on it, it wouldn't register all the keys, and that can really, really severely hurt your typing speed. But if you do something like a mechanical keyboard that has all key rollover, meaning you can press every single key on the keyboard at the same time and it will register in the exact order you press them, which is what my keyboard does, and you don't even need an expensive keyboard to do this. You just need either a good membrane keyboard or a good mechanical keyboard. That can help. But yeah, growth mindset. You need to make sure you have a growth mindset. Now, what does that mean? That means that you strive to improve. You don't just type at the same speed every day. Continuously try to improve. Don't hurt your accuracy, because some people will try improving their words per minute and it'll just kill their accuracy. So don't do that. But have a growth mindset, just keep thinking, I'm going to get faster, I'm going to get more accurate. You have to have it in your head before it actually happens. Next thing's next. I made a video about this literally yesterday. Gold membership. I basically said that if you're just a basic racer and you don't care about aesthetics, gold may not be worth it. But I think gold is more motivation to race too, because if you want to get gold, then obviously you probably are somewhat serious about the game. And with gold, you now have a lot more benefits, you have a lot more incentives to play the game, which can help improve your account, not to mention most people with gold get taken a little bit more seriously, and when they get their profile viewed. Don't get me wrong, I've seen plenty of good non-gold accounts that are pretty good, honestly really good. But most accounts that are pretty good these days have gold. So that's just something I think you should consider. It's not that expensive. I know not everyone has a credit card because it is an online payment. I got my gold before. I still don't have a credit card. I basically pay my parents in cash, and they'll pay whatever the credit card is. So, with gold, they would spend $10 on it, and then I'd pay them $10 cash, and it's just a nice system. Now, I know not everyone's parent agrees to that, but that's something to keep in mind. Other thing, join a good team, a good constructive team. I don't mean a grinding team that's no matter how good your team may be on the leaderboards, they're toxic toward each other. You're not going to get very much out of that. So something that I recommend you do, join a good team that, is going to push you to do better, be more active, preferably something semi-competitive. Like even pretty chill teams, like even my team, we are a little bit competitive sometimes, and I think that helps people get more motivated to race because, we're so close to this milestone, we're so close to that milestone, you just want to race a little bit more, and in turn, it'll help you improve. And I'm going to bring up a point at the end. It's not like an official point because I'd like to keep this to 5 ways to improve your account, but it's kind of a 6th tip at the end, and so stay tuned to that. It's very important. But yeah, join a good team with constructive members that are like good at what they do, that are more experienced than you. Just get to know people that are more experienced than you, get advice from them. That leads us into our last point. Community. Get involved in the community. Typically that all resides on Nitro Type Discord these days because they've taken out news comments, which is Nitro Type. Nitro Type used to have news comments. If I go to my news page, you used to be able to do, go to a news post and comment on it. There'd be a comment section down here, but there isn't anymore because Nitro Type wanted to make things more friendly for schools. But yes, that's something important to do. Get involved in the community. Get to know people that are better at the game than you. Maybe, get to know some grinders, get to know some fast typists, maybe even get to know some people who know a thing or two about technology, so that when those weird things happen on Nitro Type, like glitches, they can explain to you what happened. For me, that's Star Wars Freak. Shout out to him if he's watching. I think he was streaming. I think he might still be streaming. But, he's my tech guy. I know a lot about tech. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I do. But he simply knows more about, Nitro Type and Nitro Type bugs and glitches, and he knows more about networking and servers than I do. I'm getting there. I'm learning more. But still, if I have a question, he's my go-to guy. And I'm sure he's gotten annoyed by my questions by now. I don't have that many. But yeah, he's my go-to guy for that sort of stuff. Yeah, so just get involved in the community, and in the community there's other benefits too. There's giveaways. Discord has oodles and oodles of giveaways. You can join so many different giveaways. Obviously, you do need to be 13 or older to use Discord. If you're not, they will probably eventually find out. You'll probably slip up sometime and mention it. Or some people are just really good at figuring out, your relative age, depending on how mature you act. That isn't always indicative of your true age. But sometimes people will just ban people because they're being immature idiots on the servers. And I'm not saying that people under 13 are immature idiots. I'm just saying people under 13 are more likely to act like that. But yeah, get involved in the community. That's what makes I cannot talk. Getting involved in the community is what makes Nitro Type much more fun for me. I don't care too much about aesthetics anymore. I just care more about the community and the competition and the improvement. And that pretty much wraps up today's video. So if you all enjoyed, if you did enjoy today's video, it'd be great if you could like the video and maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. Helps out quite a bit. We are on the road to 150 subscribers. I am currently in a race with Mobile Typer who can get to 150 first. It's not like a competition, it's just kind of a friendly competition just to see who gets there first. Right now, I think he might either be there or be really close to there. He's beating me by quite a bit. But we have been gaining a few subscribers recently, so thank you to all the new subscribers and the ones who have been staying faithful throughout the months. I won't be able to stream tomorrow. We have some family friends coming over, but I might be able to upload. We'll see. Sunday, I'll be able to upload, and then Monday and Tuesday, I won't be able to upload. Maybe Wednesday, we'll see. No, I'll be able to upload Wednesday because we have an early out. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one.